when I first auditioned for Phantom, I had an appointment. It was one of my first agent appointments, and I was absolutely terrified and so excited. I had been told by my voice teachers and acting coaches for quite some time that Christine was the perfect role for me. If you have to be the right physical type, you have to be a soprano. The music suited my voice really well. And I was also coming to the end of my 5-year plan. I went to New York with a 5-year time limit, and I thought, I'm going to give it my all for 5 years, and if nothing happens, if I can't support myself, I'll move back to Detroit and figure out what to do with my life. And I was heading to the end of that time limit, so all my eggs were in the Christine basket, and I finally got in the room. As soon as I started to sing, my mouth went so dry from nerves that my lips got stuck to my teeth. So I was like standing there trying to sing the song and like completely deer in the headlights, frozen, just so scared. And I didn't get it. I didn't get it after the first audition. But I did get put in the chorus on the national tour. I didn't get the leading role on Broadway, but I was in the show, in the ensemble. And after a year of being in the ensemble, I was given the opportunity to audition again for the role of Christine. So this time I'm on the stage of the Majestic Theater in front of Hal Prince. And again, just so overwhelmed that I was even standing on that Broadway stage, so excited. And the second audition, I kind of had the opposite problem. Instead of being frozen, I was so concerned that I wouldn't be, that I went over the top. So I was like all arms and gestures and phony. I was not present. I was not really there, and I didn't get it again. Finally, they let me audition a third time. And I think I had given myself, I had already grieved it. I didn't think it was ever going to happen for me. And I was able to, on the third one, to be more centered and more grounded and really walk in more of a space of surrender. That if it's meant to be for me, it will be. And if it's not, I'll live, I'll survive. And something about the third one, that what you were talking about in terms of giving yourself some room for inspiration, being in the moment, being spontaneous, I was much more engaged in the moment in my final audition. And I will never forget that phone call when my agent, the late great Michael Hardig, called me and said, "Are you sitting down?" and you know, he said, "They want to offer you a year-long contract as the principal Christine." There are 2 Christines in every company. One does 2 shows a week. She's the alternate Christine, and the 6th time a week principal Christine. And I found out the tour was going to be playing my hometown of Detroit. So I called my parents immediately. You know, my dad was just so proud, and my dad started driving his car around. When we hung up, he got in his car and started driving around the neighborhood, honking the horn and yelling out the window, "My daughter just got the lead in the Phantom of the Opera," to strangers. I was laughing and crying at the same time. I couldn't believe it. It's still hard for me to wrap my head around, you know, that I was there that I got to do it at all. And that I was there for a decade of my life, that I met my husband, the man my Phantom, who would become my husband 5 years later. And that I would write a book about that journey. And we were just in New York for the 30th anniversary of Phantom, the same week that my book came out. And it was so surreal. I just watched the show thinking, Oh my gosh, I am so grateful. I'm just so forever grateful, because it could have been anyone. It could have gone another way. I am so aware of that. And for whatever reason, this was a part of my path, and it taught me so much. It gave me so much. It taught me so much. And I'm just forever grateful.